Hi everyone, my name is Caleb Gingrich. I'm sorry I couldn't be with you today. My work is titled Finding the Phoenix, Building an Ecozoic Energy System Without Climate Collapse or Energy Scarcity, and is motivated by the core observation that building a global low-carbon energy system requires a huge amount of energy to build a bunch of new infrastructure. That energy has to come from the fossil fuel system. So the question then becomes, how much of our remaining carbon budget do we need to allocate to this extra economic activity that has to happen on top of running the rest of the global energy system? And can we do that without energy scarcity across the world? I answered this question through secondary data analysis. I worked from Jacobson's plan for a global low-carbon energy system in 2050 based entirely on wind, water, and solar energy technologies. There's a huge amount to unpack there. But I combined that plan with life cycle assessment data on the embodied energy in a wind turbine and a solar panel, and then constructed a simple projection of what the transition could look like from 2012, which is when the most recent data was available, to 2050. The result is that roughly 5 to 10% of the 2-degree carbon budget, would be required, which means this transition is possible, but still not easy. Another key result is that simply transitioning the energy system to low-carbon technologies by 2050 is not enough. We have to ramp up production of renewables by 30% per year for the next decade, or that initial ramp isn't fast enough. We can avoid energy scarcity under the scenarios that I've described. However, it's worth flagging that these models don't take into account they don't take into account redistributing energy usage across the globe to address the massive inequalities that exist in current energy consumption. So, there'd also be lots of work that could be done on what it would mean if the industrialized world reduced their energy consumption not by a factor of 2, as is assumed here from increased efficiency, but by a factor of 10 or 15 as we transition away from continuous economic growth and a culture of consumerism to something that is more ecozoic.